I've made up my mind, don't need to.
My name is Kiera, and I'm going to interview you on the effects of teenagers without fathers. And can you please state your age?
17.
And how long have you been without your father?
15 years.
Do you feel neglected?
Yes.
And how does his absence affect you in school?
Made me act out, skip class.
Does this bother your relationships?
Yes.
And have you ever been to jail?
Yes.
What do you resort to or substitute in place of your father?
Drugs.
And are you more dependent or independent on someone else?
Dependent.
How is your temper?
Bad.
And do you think that if you had a father who was involved and interested in your life, you would have become a different person?
Yes.
And how is that?
Because I would have had guidance.
And that's all I'm going to ask you today. Thank you for your time. My name is Kia, and I'm going to interview you today on the effects of teenagers without fathers. So can you please state your age?
I'm 19 years old.
And how long have you been without a father?
3 years.
And do you feel neglected?
No, not at all.
How does his absence affect you in school?
It didn't affect me in school at all.
Does this bother your relationships?
Sometimes.
Have you ever been to jail?
No.
What do you do in resort to or substitute in place of your father?
Nothing.
Are you more dependent or independent on someone else?
I'm independent to myself.
How's your temper?
It affects how I'm feeling at the time.
Do you think that if you had a father who was involved and interested in your life, you would have become a different person?
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to ask you today. Thank you for your time. My name is Kiera, and I'm going to interview you today on the effects of teenagers without fathers. Can you please state your age?
18.
And how long have you been without your father?
Long time.
Do you feel neglected at all?
Yeah.
And how does his absence affect you in school?
A lot.
Does this bother your relationships?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to jail?
Yeah.
And what do you resort to or substitute in place of your father?
My mom.
And are you more dependent or independent on someone else?
Independent.
And how's your temper?
It's bad.
Do you think that if you had a father who was more interested or involved in your life, that you would be a different person?
Yeah.
And how is that?
I have a male role model.
And that's all I'm going to ask you today. Thank you for your time. Hi, my name is Kia, and I'm going to interview you today on the effects of teenagers without fathers.
Okay.
Can you please state your age?
31.
And how long have you been without your father?
My whole life.
And do you feel neglected?
No.
How does his absence affect you in school?
I don't think it ever did.
And does this bother your relationships?
No.
Have you ever been to jail?
No.
And what do you resort to or substitute in place of your father?
Because I never really knew him, I don't feel like I ever replaced him. I kind of just fill my time in my life with working and taking care of other people and being happy.
And are you more independent or dependent on someone else?
Independent.
And how's your temper?
I think it's pretty good.
Do you think that if you had a father who was more involved and interested in your life, that you would have become a different person?
I don't think so.
And that's all I'm going to ask you today. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Yo, we about to check this one right